clever and wants the cheese.
The dog is played by Gabriel. He is not that smart, but he wants the cheese. The child is played by Josie. She can't keep secrets and she wants that cheese.
Mother is played by Kristen. She knows the rules, but after all, it is a silly song.
The father, who is the farmer, played by Dominic. He made the rules and regulations, but his tummy is growling very loudly.
I'm a narrator and my name is Grace. I'm a narrator and my name is Allison. I'm a narrator and I'm McKenna. I'm a narrator and I'm Jaden. I'm a narrator and I'm Abby.
And I'm a narrator and I'm Chesney.
Rules and regulations. The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone.
Hi-ho, there-yo, the cheese stands alone.
The rat looked down in the dell and shook his head. What a waste of a chunk of cheddar. He turned to go to his hole and then he stopped.
He looked back at the cheese, standing all alone in the middle of the meadow.
So yellow, so mellow.
So tasty.
This is ridiculous. What's the point of a hunk of cheese being left out and lonesome when it can be enjoying the company of a perfectly fine rat like me? None that he could think of. The rat grabbed his napkin and scurried down the hill for some dinner in the dell.
And where do you think you're going?
Why, I was just going out for a stroll.
You don't look like you're strolling. You look like you're scurrying and sneaking.
Scurrying and sneaking well. The rat sounded very insulted. And as he was quiet,
Good actor, he almost convinced the cat that he was indeed out for a walk. But the cat, who was very clever herself, caught sight of the napkin.
Aha! And just what is this?
well, if you must know, I'm going to get the cheese.
The cheese? Oh, you can't do that. Everyone knows the cheese stands alone.
Give me one good reason why the cheese stands alone.
Well, it's the song. Yes, it's most definitely the song. The song says, the cheese stands alone. And that's that.
Well, I think that's a silly song, and I'm going to eat the cheese. The cat looked at the rat. She looked down in the dell at the cheese. It did look rather lonely.
And the cat could not argue that the song was silly.
And as finicky an eater as she was, the cat did have a fondness for a nibble of cheese now and then.
You know, Rat, I believe you may be correct. The cheese should not stand alone.
Care to join me in a bit of cheddar, my dear? So off went the two down the hill to eat
The cheese.
They were about to crawl under the fence when who should come running up but the dog. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
The dog was such a bother.
Calm down and sit. You must know we're going to eat cheese.
The cheese in the dell, the cheese in the dell. But the cheese stands alone. Everyone knows that. Yeah. Stop your slobbering. We all know about it. But why should good food go to waste because of some silly song? The dog thought. Which was not an easy thing for him to do.
He looked down at the dell at the cheese. It did look very lonely, and even the dog had to admit the song was silly.
You know, I could go for a nice right about now myself. So off went the rat, the cat, and the dog to eat
The cheese.
Here, boy, here, boy.
Woof, woof, I. That dog can never keep a secret.
Oh no, you aren't thinking of eating the cheese, are you? Now you're not effective. You know the cheese stands alone.
Woof, woof, oh, this is pitiful. I'll take care of this. Purr, meow, meow.
A piece of cheese doesn't look awfully yummy. I haven't had much lunch. How about you?
Woof. Meow. Squeak.
So off went the child, the dog, and the cat, and the rat to eat
The cheese. And then Mother called,
Yoo-hoo!
I'm going to eat the cheese.
What a little black mouth.
No, you can't eat the cheese. The cheese stands alone. Wait until your father comes home. So they all waited for the cow to come with the farmer, who was the father, who was told by the mother. Your child wants to eat the cheese.
No, can't eat the cheese. The cheese stands alone. Everyone knows that.
The wife looked at the child, who looked at the dog,
who looked at the cat,
who looked at
the rat.
Who looked at the cheese?
It was very quiet until everyone's tummy started to grumble.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
After a long day's work, mine grumbled the loudest.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I suppose that song is rather silly.
It truly is.
What should we do?
The rat elbowed the cat, who poked the dog,
Who nudged the child.
Let's have a party.
Woof,
So the farmer followed his wife, and the wife followed the child, and the child followed the dog, who followed the cat,
Who followed the rat.
Hey, I'm already wearing my napkin.
down into the dell to eat the cheese. And then the farmer stopped.
You know, if we're going to have a party, we should have some apples from the orchard to eat with the cheese.
You like the idea? I'll fetch you a few pears.
I'll get crackers. Some sausage with biscuits too. I insist on milk.
So off went the farmer and his wife and the child and the dog and the cat.
To get some apples, pears, and crackers, and sausage and milk.
Everyone left the cheese alone.
Except
for
You know who.
Take your time, everybody. I'll just stay here and hang out with the cheddar. Shame on you for what you were thinking. I may be sneaky, but I'm still one big party animal.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
And what?
The end.
Yeah, very good.